Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great view from the top of Cheyenne Mountain, looking over towards Pikes Peak off to the left and Colorado Springs down below. We still have some cloud cover out here, even some flurries, and I just checked. Looks like the snow intensity is increasing a little bit, even sticking to some of the roads. I'm not showing you the radar because it's not showing up on radar. Once again, basically the third morning in a row, I think. These are just some very light flurries, but they will continue to accumulate at least for a little bit. Maybe some minor accumulations here and there, but we have some bigger problems heading our way for tonight and tomorrow morning with more accumulating snow on the way. We're going to take a look at that and, of course, the details for your cold Thursday here as well. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Kevin Bloomberg. We're going to take a bit of a closer look at what to expect here for the rest of our day. How cold is it going to be? How long is this cold going to last? And of course, we also want to know what is going to happen with that snow that's going to is already there in the forms of some flurries this morning. And then there will be some more impactful snow for tonight and into tomorrow morning as well. That's going to be the main focus of this Facebook Live that we're going to start to look at here in just a couple minutes. But I want to start with those cold temperatures for this morning. We still have those cold weather alerts out over the eastern plains with wind chills in the teens and 20s below zero. It's not as cold, it seems like, as it was yesterday, but still noteworthy. So please make sure to limit your time outdoors. Or if you have to be outside, just make sure to bundle up. That's probably the best idea to do here with those colder temperatures. And into this afternoon, it is looking a little bit better with those temperatures back into the 20s. That's still well below where we should be for this time of the year. Mid-20s for the Springs, upper 20s in Pueblo, but it is quite a bit better than what we had the last few days. And also out over the eastern plains, you guys were stuck in the single digits and teens for the last few days. Should be some lower 20s in there for you guys. And just like it has been the case this entire week, the mildest spot on the map is the San Luis Valley, as this cold air is still not able to get up and over our mountains to reach those mountain valleys. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 50s for Alamosa this afternoon. All right, so as I mentioned, we still have some of those light snow showers out there this morning. They are accumulating a little bit, but most of the roads are fine. Seeing some slight dustings on some of the roads down in Pueblo. Overall, things are still looking pretty okay, but the visibility is a bit poor. I think that snow will wrap up over the next couple of hours into this afternoon. We should be a bit drier, maybe some sunshine peeking on through as well. Then the better chance for snow will be in the form of some snow showers. Those are going to develop over the higher terrain as we go into the early afternoon hours. Then they will start to drift into the I-25 corridor later on this evening. Not expecting any problems for the evening commute. This is mostly happening after that. I'm not too worried about those snow showers south of Pueblo either. I don't think those will materialize. But the main focus is going to be north and west of Colorado Springs with some heavy snow possible already over the Palmer Divide and points towards the north. If you're traveling between Colorado Springs and Denver later on this evening, that's already probably going to be compromised because of some snow falling. For us, though, the main event is going to arrive probably shortly after midnight tonight and then into tomorrow morning as this storm system is swirling away. And on the backside of that, that's going to push that snow further towards the south into early Friday morning. Could be some periods of moderate to heavy snowfall over the Palmer Divide, maybe portions of Colorado Springs as well, but especially the Palmer Divide and points north of there. And then as we go through the morning hours on Friday, that snow will pretty quickly wrap up as the northerly winds will start to kick in. That's going to dry us out. And then that storm system is exiting very quickly, taking the moisture with it. So there should even be some pretty good sunshine again into Friday afternoon. So 24 hours ago, we were looking at maybe an inch or two around Colorado Springs. Well, that hasn't really changed for downtown and points south of there. But it definitely has increased for the Palmer Divide with a widespread 3 to 6 for Palmer Lake, Monument, maybe even a little bit more. Also up towards Denver, quite a couple of inches of snow possible, but then definitely lower totals the further south you go, maybe 0 to 2 in Pueblo, and basically nothing for the far southern I-25 corridor. Most of our eastern and southeastern plains looking pretty dry as well, because by the time the system starts to exit the region, the snow showers will have already started to wrap up around the I-25 corridor. So most of that snow is not going to carry over into our eastern plains. So this is mostly a central and northern I-25 type deal that we're looking at here. Most of our southern areas are not going to see too much out of this. And as I mentioned, the highest totals are expected for the Palmer Divide and points to the north of there. At the same time, we're also concerned about the potential for blowing snow. Winds will start to pick up overnight and tomorrow morning, right where that snow is falling. So Colorado Springs and Monument, those areas could see wind gusts 25 to 35 miles per hour. So again, not just accumulating snow, also blowing snow, reducing visibility will be a serious concern overnight and into Friday morning. But as soon as that snow starts to wrap up, the winds will start to die down as well, so that's not going to last for too long into our Friday. But again, that's an additional concern on top of that snow falling during our morning commute on Friday. The National Weather Service has gone ahead and posted a winter weather advisory for northern Colorado Springs and up towards Denver. That includes all of the Palmer Divide for the potential for accumulating snow and blowing snow starting at 5 p.m. this evening and lasting until 8 a.m. on Friday. And as I just showed you, it looks like the snow will wrap up pretty quickly and diminish pretty quickly during our Friday morning and especially into the afternoon on Friday. Here's the good news. After that, we're going to do quite a bit of snow melting for this weekend, a lot of sunshine, temperatures increasing very quickly as well, back into the 50s and 60s, maybe even some 70s for some as we go into early next week. So for Colorado Springs, it's still going to be a bit chilly for today and tomorrow, of course, with the snow potential on Friday. Temperatures warming up into the upper 30s Friday afternoon with probably a bit more sunshine, a lot more sunshine for the weekend and into early next week, warming up into the 50s and upper 60s by Monday. So any snow that is going to fall overnight and tomorrow morning will melt away very quickly. You may not even have to shovel that much. It's just going to melt away all on its own for this weekend. And also in Pueblo, looking pretty cool still for today and tomorrow with the potential for those snow showers, especially overnight and into tomorrow morning. Then the weekend, lots of sunshine, warming up very rapidly. Look at those 60s, mid-60s on Sunday, 70s possible on Monday, getting a little touch of spring there. And it looks like the rest of next week is looking pretty mild as well. Not that mild. We're cooling back down a little bit into the 50s by Wednesday, but overall, still looking pretty good. All right, so that's what I've got for you, at least for now. So to kind of summarize here a little bit, it's still going to be cold for today. That's the main focus, especially for this morning. We're going to have to keep an eye out for that. Those very cold temperatures, still some cold weather alerts out over the eastern plains for right now. Those will end at 11 a.m. Then the next focus is going to be that snow for tonight and tomorrow morning. And as I mentioned, there's already some snow out there this morning, not accumulating too much at least, but it's mostly reducing visibility a little bit as it is coming down here. And then the main focus again after the colder temperatures for this afternoon is going to be that accumulating snow that's going to start probably just after the evening commute today. And then most of the snow is going to arrive overnight and into Friday morning. That will have impacts to your Friday morning commute, especially if you live in, say, northern or western Colorado Springs over the Palmer Divide. If you commute between Colorado Springs and Monument or even further north up towards Denver, you're going to notice that snow, you're going to notice the wind. That's all going to be a problem because we're expecting some pretty breezy conditions overnight and into Friday morning as well. So make sure to stay with us. We have another newscast coming up. That's 11 News at 9. You can check out the weather page on our website, kktv.com/weather. You can also check out our new 24/7 weather live stream. That's on kktv.com/livestream. Just click on, I believe it's called 24/7 alert weather, something like that. You can get all the latest information 24/7 tailored to your town, and that also goes for our 11 breaking weather app. You can download that for free. Wherever you get your apps, you'll get all the latest info there as well. So whenever there's a change in the forecast, we will be able to alert you first to all of that. All right, I'm going to leave you with a beautiful shot again from the top of Cheyenne Mountain. We're above the clouds, looking down towards Colorado Springs. We are below the clouds, and once again, we're dealing with some of those flurries. I think those will wrap up over the next couple of hours, and the main focus is going to be our next round of snow that will arrive overnight and into tomorrow morning. Stay warm and stay safe.